stories I can tell you. You guys want to hear some stories? Alright, well, what story do you want to hear first? We could talk about my, well...
You know what?
Yeah, well... Guys, what? No, why is everyone so quiet? Hello? Hello? Well, alright, so this one time, I was just walking in my neighborhood, okay? I was just strolling down, doing my little cat stuff, looking for mice, okay? Looking for mice. Walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, I hear, whoa, whoa. And like, have you ever seen Jurassic Park? Okay, well, in Jurassic Park, remember when the dinosaurs had to go? Whoa, 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 they make these huge sounds, okay? That's what it sounded like. I swear to God, the pavement, like, fucking shook. I look up, and I see this guy. It's like, what? He's not really walking, he's just kind of like waddling down the street. Waddling. Gets closer. This guy is actually a girl. A girl who is kind of like some wolves. Anyways, sometimes whoa, sometimes the rest of her. Anyway, so she sees me and she's like, oh my God, guys, look at this cat. And I'm like, who the fuck's this? She said, hello, buddy, you want some pets? Yeah, I'll take some pets. So she starts petting me. She said, this cat needs help. This cat doesn't look good. She said I look bad. She said my skin looked bad. She said my fur was not good. Okay. Then she held me down to the ground. And she lifted up my tail. And she looked at my bumhole. And she said just what I thought. It's inflamed. She looked at my bum and said it was a flame. I don't know this lady. I don't know nothing about this lady. And then she just starts feeding me random shit, right? She starts giving me food. She's got this food that she says she doesn't feed her cat, but like, it's really weird that she would have this food that she... Anyways, dollar food, crappy food, but fucking I'm a cat, right? I'll just fucking eat it. So she feeds it to me. Then people want to see me, right? They point out the fact I got a fucking collar on. I'm somebody's pet, okay? I'm somebody's pet. I'm not a stray. And people were like, oh, it has a collar on. She's like, yeah, it does have a collar on, but hey, are you stray? No, then my parents, she actually saw them, right? And my parents are like, oh, what are you doing here, cat? Oh, I just like that. No, I'm not even a boy, I'm a girl. And my name's Baby. So my parents noticed that this lady's, like, really aggressive, and then she keeps fucking, she actually saw them, right? It's fucking...
do things. I have to be careful on how I word this. Okay? So bear with me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of it just because it's not good for my mental health. And I don't want to like look into all of this stuff because it's just, yeah. So they have me blocked as well, which is fine. Okay, that's fine. But I cannot see anything. So this is something very serious, because if someone said this, that's a huge accusation. And it's not true, but I need it on video. Now, you guys watch all of this. Someone said that I give Cameron, whatever you want to call it, to make him go to sleep. That is not true. No, Riza. Okay, I'm gonna comment on it. I'm not saying it. Give me a second. I'm going to write this down so they don't record me, because I know how they are. And I got to be really careful. Okay, I am looking for a video that someone told me someone said, which was on no. This was actually, so I know, let me just tell you, the source that I heard it from told me it was her, and I believe her. I'm sorry, I do. She is a very trustworthy person and never has lied to me. And it's always come truthful. So I'm telling you right now, it was said. I just need to find that video. Because it wasn't about a prescription, and it wasn't about the med. It was about what they did, or what they accused me of doing with that med. That's the problem. It's not like it's not like, okay, yeah, you have this med and blah, blah, blah. No, the problem that I'm having is that you're going to sit on a platform stating that's not something that's not true. That's one, very sick and disturbing and very dangerous and something that can get me in trouble. And I didn't even do it. So if that was said, which this person told me it was on her live, I am trying to find that video. Because that is a big accusation, and that is something that is not okay. I'm asking you guys not to protect anybody, and if that really was said and you have that video, I need it. I'm serious. This is a child that's involved. And it's not... I don't know. Did anyone say it? I mean, I just need something. Because if this was true, I need to back it up. He locked this door. Fuck, he locked this door. Fuck my life. Gee, if someone told you that, shouldn't they have proof? She had it in her ear, like ear pod, and she was cleaning. It wasn't today. It was I don't know, yesterday or the day before. I don't know. I just know that it was said. And I just think that's wrong. Because you're going to tell the entire, I don't know. And then there's also something that was also said as well about COKE on the couch, and that I had it on the couch, which that's not true. I did not. And they're spreading lies like that. So I was wondering if somebody had that video. That's huge. That's something that cannot, like, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. Well, it's not true, but that's why I'm getting more people to hate me. You see how it works? Listen, when somebody says something and it's not true, you're gonna get more people involved, and then it's just a big downhill dominoes effect. I wouldn't be asking if this wasn't serious. But if I can't get it, I can't get it. But I know it was said. So, I guess I'll just handle it. There's nothing I can really do. Yeah. And it's also very sad because some of my mods are walking away because somebody made a video. Yeah. I don't know. I just think that this is sad. Yeah. They're streaming this. For the love of God. I can never hide. Great. Are you serious? Someone is streaming this live right now. Oh my word. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Damn, dude. Damn. How? I do not consent to this. Please stop streaming me. No, but listen. I'm only one person in all of this, okay? I know I have like people that support me, and I know I have a good support group outside of here. I know I do. But I feel defeated. And I'm only one person, and I don't have time to sit on an app and watch and listen and hear what they say and do, because I have a life. When I shut this down, and mind you, I don't even look at my phone. Sometimes you're just on my counter and I'm just doing what I need to do. And then when I log off, I log off. I do not search. I do not go and look for videos. I don't go look on YouTube because I don't want to. I could care less. I can't watch it. I think it's sickening. I mean, who would, right? Who would? You would be out of your mind if you can sit there and watch that shit. But, it's when it comes to my son, that's just a really big accusation, and I don't know. But from here and out, you guys, if you catch it or if you see something, I don't care if it's about me, but do it for Cam. Please. If you see something, help me. Okay? Mom to a mom. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care if you disagree or you agree. Like, I'm terrified that they're trying to pull something. And I have a feeling they are. I just feel defeated. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't know. just don't. What's your question? Why did they harass you for 4 years? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, nothing happened. Nothing was said. I was just doing what I do, and I was just blogging my life or vlogging my life. You can even ask my supporters. I mean, I didn't go after anybody. I didn't talk about anybody. I didn't. You at least have 10 different subgroups. Who are they? And how do you know that? If that's the truth, I'm going to get rid of them. If you know them, I need to know, please. I want privacy. What? Dog. They all just hate for fun. When I was a first-time mom, I started going live back in Illinois. And Cameron started with his behaviors. I didn't know what I was getting into. I really didn't. It was very I grew up in a huge family, so I kind of know. I was, yeah. So anyway, then I just kind of was making videos, dancing videos, singing videos, Diamond Nerd stuff, Danny and I singing, just, being ourselves and just having a positive vibe, energy, whatever, okay? And then I got some moms in my life, and, they started following me, and then, we got the mods going in, and, I was just on live and just, dancing and hanging out and just showing you what I do, and I would bring you guys with me, and we would go places, and we would do stuff with Cam, and we would go to activities, and I would just bring you guys with me. I had a lot of help from moms about Cameron's behaviors. I went through the mold, and you guys were all there with me. I had moms who were trying to help me, saying, I'm an autism mom, you should probably get him tested for that, or, he could be, this and that, and my child was like that, and all that stuff. And then I just, got lots of help from the outside. I kind of felt comfortable on the app. I had a lot of support. There was some hate, but it wasn't bad. It was just kind of like, it looked like more jealousy, and it looked like more obsessive. I have accounts from the years that I've been through this, and so I've always played obsessed because it was like this anyway. So a lot of memory, like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, they were even after me for the mold, that I was a liar, and I even showed proof of that. I showed plenty of evidence of the people that came in to test it. We were going through hotels. I got evicted. They even reached out to my landlord. They reached out to my jobs and said that I was streaming girls at the gymnastic place. I never did that. They found out that's not true, and they offered me my job back, but that's not the point. The point is that, and then there was one video that she was like, hi, I'm Gabby's, or Danny's sister, and I'm looking for her, and you know, is she at work today? And it was just more like that kind of stalking. They were talking about us just like they do now, saying the same exact thing over and over and over again. It just never changed, and saying that I was shooting up HE whatever. And then I had called the police and the CPS, and it was just a cycle. It was never an open case. Always closed, always closed, always closed, always closed. It was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like, this is just never ending. And then they started making hate pages about me. And then I was doing entertainment, dancing in the kitchen, doing battles, putting barbecue sauce on my head and ketchup and a diaper over my head and putting makeup on my face. And I was doing it to make people laugh. And I wasn't crazy. And I've said this multiple times. It was for entertainment purposes only. And have I grown to be a better mom and to be I have grown from where I was to where I am, a huge difference. But that's just what we do, right? We always grow, okay? And I just took you guys with me on my journey, and that's why people feel so connected to me, because they've been here from the start. And my supporters really have been through everything. It was like family. And I'm serious. I really do consider some of these people my family. I still talk to them till this day. They haven't really left. And I've had bad mods who I've done diamond arts for my mods who have turned on me. I've done cups for them. The haters what happens is that people will go after the haters. The haters will go after the mods, just like they do now. And then they turn against me. And then they agree with the haters. So if they're saying that I'm a rug addict, they're gonna say, oh yep, Gabby does it. If I abuse Cameron, they're gonna say, yep, Gabby does it. And it's just a domino effect, because it would just continue, and more people would be involved. And then when people saw the truth, they would just be like, okay, I see the real you, I see what's going on, I support you now. Okay, awesome. Then there'll be another group, the same thing over and over again. It's a pattern. It's been a pattern. It's hard to tell you guys, because you don't know me, okay, and I don't know you. So it's like, who do you believe, right? I get it. I get it. But I can tell you right now, I am not who they say I am. Have I made mom mistakes? Of course, yes. Okay. Have I learned from them? Yes, of course I have. But that's not we all do it, okay? And then I don't really have friends, and I was lonely, and I just and I was trusting too many people. And the thing is that I did say some stuff to my mods, but it's not the full story. They took what I said and they turned it into, Like, okay, for instance, SSI, okay? I told one of my mods because I was confused and I thought I could trust her, okay? Like, cause I'm like, I just need some help here. Like, I just didn't know how to do it and I was new to it, so I just asked for help. And she's the one that blasted it on TikTok, not me. I didn't bring that up. She did. And she's also a mother, and so for her to do that, because that's not me, it was her. And so then I'm like, okay, well, that's great. And then there was like times where these people would, the airplane, they would say that I'm taking drugs on board. They would make usernames like they do now. It hasn't stopped. Gabi's boot, Gabi's flight attendant. It's insane. They made a profile picture of Bobby saying, I'm your grandfather, I'm coming to pick you up at the airport. I have all these pictures. Yeah. I have videos all the way up to Shay, Rhea, Lala, Betsy, Jules, I still have all videos of that. Screenshots. All of my videos saved. I mean, there's so much I can't even tell you. A lot. A lot has happened. It's the same cycle. It's just more people. I was battling for a while, and they said that I was a scammer for battling. And I did work when I was on TikTok. I was actually a waitress, and I mean, I don't know. I talked about this so much, you guys. So much. I don't even, I'm speechless. Because I don't know how I did it. I don't. By now, I think I would have crashed. I mean, you talk about tearing a family down. You talk about it's bad. It's bad. They even shaved my head, and Danny, oh my word, what they did to Danny was absolutely disgusting. Oh my word. How they made her look, no, I can't. I don't even want to talk about it. At the end of the day, I'm not making you guys feel bad for me, and I'm not trying to be like, poor me, poor me. But one, I have been through a lot, okay, I have. And everyone has a story, but the reason why I'm on this app is because they've been trying to get me off, right? And they're trying to do whatever they can, but they're not succeeding. So they're going harder and harder and harder and harder. They're going so hard that they are going off the edge. Batshit crazy. They are going to the extreme. They're unhinged. They're doing things that I've never seen anyone do before to somebody, because of somebody that just hates you or envy you or jealous or whatever you want to say. I don't know why they hate me. Maybe there's something about me that they just want and they can't have, or whatever. But I can promise you, I am not that type of person where, if you honestly got to know me, you would honestly see, like, Gabby, like, you're a really good friend. I'm not like the perfect, but I'm really not who they say they are. I'm not who they say I am. I'm not. Like, if I had a very calm, collective chat, you could see the calmness. You could see me. You could see the real me. Because I wouldn't scream, I wouldn't yell, I wouldn't defend, I wouldn't show proof, I wouldn't do the things that I do. It's because they come in my chat and they bait me, and they go at me. You're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, and it's like I've said multiple times, it's like they're a pack of wolves. I'm only one person, right? So if you think in your head and you had somebody say all of these things that you knew were not true, what would you do? I mean, honestly, take a step back and really think about what would you do. I'm not saying about getting off the app. I'm saying if it doesn't matter, school, work, here, wherever, in a store, I don't care, around the block. My point is, when you get hundreds of people going at you and you're one person and no one else is standing behind you, and you're in a corner and they push against you saying all of these things that is not true, making you go insane. They make me look unstable. They make me look unfit. They make me look like a monster. They make me look like I'm a crazy fucking psycho bitch. They do. I hate the person that they created something that is not me. Literally, they created me to be a monster. They created me to be a different person, which I'm still Gabby. I'm still me, okay? But I'm trying my hardest to not give them a reaction, because I know the truth, right? I keep saying God's gonna fight this battle. I pray every day. I'm like, you know what, God, you know my truth. You know what's going on here. I keep coming on here. They always knock me down, which is true. They do. They have. But I cry and I scream and I yell and I lash out and I say things in anger and hurt, because what else, it's so hard. I mean, when you're up here, it is totally different. Sitting in your comments, you can probably think, oh, Gabby, just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not easy. It's not. I mean, Aaron, just one thing that they did to him, and he couldn't even handle it. I'm like, babe, how do you think I feel? I'm like, sit back and really think about you don't think that I mean, come on. I'm going to be honest, for not all, but for the people that have done what they've done to me for the last 4 years, I don't know how I did not lose my fucking shit. I don't know. was calm. It takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of courage. And the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because people say, get off the internet, get off the internet, Gabi, get off the internet, Gabi, get off the internet. It's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Well, yeah, it's easy. Protect your family, of course. Yes. I agree. But I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. I'm not. We can talk about the pregnancy if you want to. I've said this multiple times, and I'll say it again. I never lied about anything. Now, what I will say is I should have never said anything on live until I had a blood test to confirm it. I had a false positive, and it was 2 lines, 2 colors. Okay, I confirmed with my doctor. I even told all of my family. It was like about a couple weeks, and it was like after I got my birth control out and my body, my hormones, and my boobs were whatever, and I had white stuff coming out, TMI, but it's the truth. I took so many of those tests because, like, one, you can have a false positive, but then the next time and whatever, and I felt very nauseous, and my period was off, and it was just really, really weird. And so one thing that I will say that I should have never done was to say something on live. I should have waited. I even got a shirt. I even got an Amazon shirt that says Big Brother for Cameron to wear because I believed I was. It's not like I lied and said I'm going to get on the platform and I'm going to lie about this because I want to hurt the community. No. That's not it. I believed I was. I didn't lie. There's a difference between lying and thinking you were. I have. Because I can't sit here and say that I lied about this when I didn't. Because I didn't. You guys, I didn't. I can promise you I didn't. Promise you. Because I was told about it, okay? You guys might not understand it. It's not probably lining up, whatever, but every case is different. Every situation is different. Not every pregnancy is the same. Not every body is the same. Not everybody is the same. I've had stories, my exact stories, that happened to them. A different mom. She reached out to me. She goes, the exact same thing happened to me. And I was like, well, there you go. Okay. For example, I even said that I have endometriosis and adenomyosis. I do. They did not believe me. For years. Even though I showed my chart, even though I showed documentation, they still did not believe me. And it's right there. Right there. But they think that I falsified documents. Well, if that's the truth, let's see what happens. I guess, and that's why I say, like, okay, go ahead, look into it. I didn't do that. They even say that I diagnosed him for autism. Yeah, okay, then how do I get SSI? You think they're just going to hand you money over like that? No. It's you know, there's things like me and Aaron, you know, arguing. Okay, that should not be on live. Okay, I've said sorry. I've apologized for that, okay? That should be off live. Okay? And I will say that over and over again. Danny and I, the whole fighting, the arguments, whatever, that should have never been on live, okay? It shouldn't. Wait, what, Nicole? I'm not shaming you. I'm saying protect your mental health. I understand that. So back in Illinois, Cameron was starting with his behaviors, and that's where we started to apply in Illinois, because that's where I was from. Somebody reached out to me because I couldn't hold a job and I couldn't hold any babysitters to deal with Cameron. It was bad, okay? The only people that were gonna help me was Anthony and Emily. All the other babysitters were either just done, they couldn't do it, they gave up, or there's one babysitter that I had to say stop because of something that I walked in. But most of them just couldn't handle it. And so I would get phone calls saying like, you're gonna have to come home. So Aaron decided, Gabby, you're gonna have to just stay home. It was difficult. It was very difficult. It was frustrating. And so we were struggling for money. So someone said that, someone said, Gabby, do you have documentation to prove that he is autistic or speech delay or whatever, or nonverbal, whatever? And I said, yes. And so she's like, well, then you can get SSI to help you for his disability. And I never knew that until someone mentioned it. And so they helped me, and they helped me with the paperwork, and I applied, and it took about a year, and it got transferred from Illinois to Florida. And then I had to submit all the documentations to Illinois from Florida. And then the last thing that Florida had to do in order to get me SSI was I had to bring Cameron to the speech pathologist for that last evaluation, and that was last year. He was 3. I was not denied. That's where you're wrong. I was denied for the dog thing the first time around. I was never denied. That is where you're wrong, Sarah. I actually waited for a year until they actually approved me. It was a while, but that was the dog that you're thinking of. Hi, Lizzie. And then I had to redo it again with a different company, and that's where I got approved for this time around. So, again, it's the things that they take. That's my live. Yes, it's my live. Absolutely. I'm not denying that. But they will clip it because my words are not great. So they probably know that. So when I say something that can be turned into something that it's not, like for example, I could say, they think I'm a liar. They can just clip that. I'm a liar. Does that make sense? That's what they do. They think I'm a liar. They can just clip that. I'm a liar. Does that make sense? That's what they do. There's another one that said, I'm having a withdrawal. Okay, so right there. I'm explaining, but they'll just take that and say, she says she's having a withdrawal. You guys heard her? Clip it. That's what they do. And so that's what makes me look bad. I don't even know anymore. I've said this so many times. I'm drained in trying to explain, to clear my name, to say, I've said this over and over and over and over again. But there's more people coming involved. Because the thing is that the people that are doing stuff to me, I'm going to be honest, They are good they're good. They can turn something into something it's not. I don't know how they do it, but they do, and they do a damn good job. So I at the end of the day, it just comes down to I don't know. This is just my truth, and I just really don't deserve any of this. I really don't. I really don't. You know what? For the last 4 years, it has gotten worse, so bad. And people, what was I gonna say? Totally forgot my logic. What was I gonna say? I'm praying I find peace in this situation too. Over the last 4 years, yeah, Lizzie, you've been around. You've been around for over. A lot of my supporters have, but here's the thing, you guys. No one wants to comment in my lives anymore because they're scared. Do you know how sad that is? And they say that I'm a liar. They say that, no, Gabby, you're a liar. We don't do that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I believe it. There's so many things that people send me, screenshots. I'm like, this is out of hand. It's terrible what they do. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel horrible, and I don't know what I can do to make them, I don't know. But it's not fair to you because this is not your problem. Just because you support me, they should not go after you. And I am truly sorry. Tonight, I just had 2 mods step away because something happened. And I said, you know what? I respect it. You have to protect your family. And that's what I've said in the beginning. I said, whenever somebody is a mod and it's a new mod, I always say, listen, this is what's going to happen. And they always tell me, no, Gabby, I'm not going to leave. I'm here, Gabby. I'm here. I'm not going to let them get to me. I promise you. And look what happens. Here's the thing is it's not about being strong or weak. It's you got to have a strong backbone as being my mod. And you got to either just really not give 2 flying shits no matter what they say it to scare you, because at the end of the day these people want me with no friends, no family, no money, no job, no support, no nothing. It's a plan. It's a vendetta, and their goal is to get me to be the most miserable, psychotic, out of control mother, losing her child, losing her dog, losing her home, losing her job, losing no money, losing supporters. That is what they want, and they're not stopping until that happens. It's been like that for 4 years, and I can't say that it is what it is. That's why they're like, don't watch Gabby, don't watch Gabby. Everyone, it's like they it's a cult. It's an army. To me, it's not a game. It's not like, okay, let's go. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave my family alone. Stop putting my business in your freaking voice every day, 24/7. It needs to stop. It does. It's out of control, and these people are unhinged, and I'm sick of it. And the people that have talked about me in other boxes for the last 4 years, what do? this is what happened. Let me tell you. Here, ready? Ready? Hold on. Ding, 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 ding. Hello? They're talking about me again. About what? C2? What are they saying? Of course they are. Alright. Bing, 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 bing. They're talking about you. Yeah, they're saying this, they're saying that. They're talking about C. Calling CPS. Calling police. They're on the way. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Blowing up, blowing me up. They're talking about you. On a lie. They're talking about you. Like hundreds of people blowing my phone up. And here's what I do. Here's what I do. Ready? Here's what I do. For the last 4 years, and this is the honest truth, I kept my mouth shut. And I just said, well, you know what? Let them. I didn't defend myself. I didn't defend my son, even though I think I should have. But all they want was a reaction. There was some moments where I did get into some boxes. And I said, leave my family alone. I've asked them to stop. I've asked them multiple times for the last 4 years. I've said, stop. Leave me alone. Over and over and over and over and over again. "24 hours a day. Live streaming. Talking about me. Talking about Cam. Destroying my life. Destroying my jobs. Getting my family involved. Trying to get my dog taken away. Trying to get Cam taken away. And we're still here to this day. So this is the song that I usually do. Hey Alexa, play Battle Belongs. And this is just the truth. This is not weaponizing God, but like this is how I get through my freaking, this is God. I'm serious. I'm serious. From the first day that I got cyberbullied on here, I just trusted my God. Alexa, play Battle Belongs. Because the battle does belong to God. It does. And that is why I know God has me in the palm of his hand, okay? He's always have. And whenever somebody actually like talked about me, I was like, you know what, God, I'm like, you see it all? Like, I literally just prayed. Literally, I just prayed. I just said, you know what, God, you see it all, and you know my truth, and you know my heart, and it's not easy, but look at where I am now. With everything that has happened to me, I'm still standing tall with my head up. Yes, I cry. Yes, I still am here. I haven't fallen. I've always gotten back up. I've collected myself. And every day I fight for this and I fight for my platform. And I can't play music. Me. I have people that support me. I have people that tell me, Gabby, do not let them walk you off this app. Now, is my mental health okay? It is. Am I getting help? Yeah. Am I talking to somebody? Of course I am. I have to with what I'm going through. My mental health is okay. I have God right next to me, holding my hand, walking me through this. I can feel it. I feel his presence every time I go on here, trying to fight with the devil. But God wins. God really does win. And here's the other thing is that, you know, with everything that has happened and with my faith being so strong, knowing that I have trusted in him through all of this, I am still standing. My mental health is good. I'm stronger than ever. My son is still with me. My dog is still with me. Aaron is still with me. I'm not down. I'm not depressed. I haven't given up. I have a beautiful home. Aaron has a wonderful job. I'm healthy. Aaron's healthy. My son's healthy. My son has a good school system, a good IEP. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing. And, you know, I will not be going live a lot. Like, I won't, this is not going to be forever. It's not a forever thing. I can promise you that. Believe me when I tell you, I'm not only fighting for myself, and I'm not fighting for my family. Well, I am, but I'm not only just doing that, okay? I'm not. The people that have reached out to me saying that these people did the exact same thing that they're doing to you, Gabby, and they told me they had to walk off the app, but they said that they want to come back and they want to share their story because that's what they do. I've said this, I want the whole world to hear me on this. I really do, because I feel like my voice is not being heard, and I want it to be heard now, because it's a serious thing. And being bullied in school, we're losing so much people in this world, young and old and middle-aged, and no one really takes it seriously until something happens. Okay, and who is that person that's going to try to try and just change it, change the social media, change the aspect of what you can and cannot do to people? And like, I am somebody's daughter. You're breaking my family's heart by how you're treating my entire family, even me. My friends that see it, my supporters. You're breaking everyone's heart. You're breaking my heart. I'm just me. I'm a mom that makes mom mistakes. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm striving for so much more. Good. I hope people can listen to this, because, it doesn't get talked about. It doesn't. No one talks about this. Everyone just says, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Forget it. I give up. I'm just going to walk away. Screw this. And then what? They go on to the next victim. And what if that person can't handle what you're doing to me? And what happens? Does anyone have any conscience? Does anyone care about mental health? I don't think so. It is all I talk about. I've said this multiple times. Ask my supporters. I've given this speech so many times. I've apologized. I have told everyone the truth. I have told everyone I've said it 10 million times, but the people that you're listening to do not say anything like that, right? You haven't heard any of this, right? If you're new, if you're watching me right now, have you heard any of this? No, of course not. But I've said it, but they don't want you to know the truth. Why? Why? Let me tell you why. Because they want me to be with nobody. It doesn't matter if it's the truth or not. They do not want me to have nothing. The truth or the lie, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, you guys. You can sit here and say, Gabby, just tell the truth. Even if I told the truth, which I have, they still are not believing me. It's like a game. It's like they want to keep going. I don't. I want this to stop. I've asked you to stop for 4 years, and here we are getting so much worse. When will it stop? I don't know. I don't think it's going to stop. But I will speak about this when I have to, and I will. I have every right to speak about it. You know, I'm public humiliated. I'm not because of what I put out, it's what you put out that's not true. You can make someone really look guilty. People have gone to jail for something that they were innocent. It can be done. If you really know how to do the job, you can make somebody in huge trouble when they're innocent. And it's sad. It's sad, but it's the truth. It happens. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm not making it worse. I'm actually standing up for what's right. I'm not hurting nobody. You think I'm hurting you. You think I'm a liar because you're listening to the people, and you know what? You're gonna have to learn the hard way. If whoever's listening to me, you can take this or you can just walk out that door. I've said this multiple times. These people that you're listening to are no joke. They are crazy. They are unhinged. They will mess with your family, mess with your kids. I'm telling you right now, you better stand down or keep your mouth shut and protect your family. Protect your family. Stay hidden. Do not surround yourself in the drama. Believe me or not, I don't give two shits. But I've been around 4 years with these people, and I think I know. You can even ask my supporters. They've been around too. They'll tell you because they've done it too. They went after them too. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to learn the hard way, and that's the part of life, right? We all learn the hard way. Now I can sit here and try to warn you, but you know what? At the end of the day, you're gonna have to learn the hard way. Just like with children, as parents, you say, okay, son or daughter, if you don't listen to me or believe me, then you're gonna go out into this world and you're gonna make mistakes and you're gonna have to pay the consequences. And you're gonna have to learn the hard way. Same thing with you, same thing with me. I can't sit here and tell you, I can only tell you, protect yourself and do not believe these people and just watch your back. I'm trying to protect you because I care. They're not who they think they are. Trust me. They're not. They're scary. But don't let them scare you off. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want you to be scared. They want you to run off. You're not going to scare me. The bullies, they like to have control. They like to have power. If you actually studied the bullies, you would understand what they do. But it's up to you to stand up to the bullies. It's up to you to actually stand up for what's right and what's not right. You know what I want? I don't want money. I don't want views. That's why my live gifts are off. Because I'm not about that. I appreciate it, but I'm really not about that, you guys. I don't battle anymore because I have a side job. That's good enough. Did I battle before? Of course I did. I'm not here asking for money. I'm not here showing my Cash App, PayPal card, or whatever. I don't do that every day. Hey, my Cash App's here. Send me $20. I just want support. I just want support. I want a group of mamas to understand me and to be here for me and to go along with my journey in all of this. I have a lot of moms who have been following me, who have been through this with me. They feel like part of the story, and they have. They've seen it all. Maybe that's why I go live, is because they're family. They're not just friends, they're not just supporters, they're family. I feel connected to some of these people. I feel a bond.
That's it out right now.
So do you have gifts on? I don't. I shouldn't. I know I don't have it on my other regular live, but I am on sub live, so I don't know if that will, but I don't have it on regular. But I don't know if it transfers over to subs. Well, do you want to go over to my other live and see if that's true? Because it is. Okay, well, I didn't know that, but if you want me to, I can go on my other live and I can show you. Because that's the truth. And I didn't know that it would transfer or not transfer. I came on here for something else. Would you like to go on the other app and see if that's true?